I'm coming, everyone. I'm just sharing the content. I was going to do this later this afternoon, but I have some things that I'm going to be doing, and then I'm going to be having like a late lunch with my sister. So I want to go ahead and get this out here. And then anybody who misses it, you can just catch the replay, of course. Okay, what's going on? What's going on, people? Okay, so I was gonna wait till a few more people filled in and things like that. But like I said, I do have a few other things that I need to be doing today. So I want to go ahead and get this information out here now, because probably later on, like I said, I'll probably be busy because I'm going to have a late lunch, and I will probably be doing some other things after that lunch as well. So I wanted to cover in this live stream, guys, how I was able to receive but how I received $18,387.50 over the course of 2 weekends. Now, this is what I wanted to do yesterday. This is the live stream that I wanted to do yesterday, but for whatever reason, I have issues with Comcast and the live stream, like the streaming part of the service. So sometimes it comes in, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes they'll let me go live, and sometimes they won't. So I think today's going to be a better day for me to do this. So hopefully I can get through this without any issues. Now, I was really in the moment yesterday when I wanted to share this content and things like that. But like I said, I was having issues. So I made sure I just jotted down some notes so you can at least get the information that I want to share with you all, okay? So if you're watching this and you don't know who I am, my name is Lindsay Moore. I am an online business coach, and I'm also the creator of Diamond Empire Academy. And over 2 weekends, I was able to generate this income. The first weekend, I did over $10,000 within 3 days. And the following weekend, not the following weekend, but another weekend, I did over $7,000 in 2 days, basically following the same process, okay? And how I was able to do this was basically, and if you guys see me looking over, it's because I'm looking at my notes and things like that. But how I was able to do this was basically being consistent every single day inside of my marketing and always providing value. And that's something that I have been doing, especially if you scroll down my newsfeed on the fan page here, or you go to my personal profile, or you are on my email list. You know that I've been posting, especially with the email list, I'm posting every single day. Not posting every single day, but I've been sending out emails almost every day or every other day. And then also on my fan pages and my profile, I've been posting quite often. I talk about my business here and there, but I also give a lot of value, things like that you can actually apply inside of your business and things like that. And just by doing those two things, you can see an increase in any type of business that you are doing. So I don't care if you're watching this and you are in real estate, if you are in car sales. Let's see. I think it's going to knock me off, guys. So I might have to come back on. Maybe. Or maybe not. Okay. So I'm having some issues here. But no matter what industry you are in, if you are using social media to actually build your business, if you are being consistent every single day with your posting and providing a lot of value, providing more value than you talk about your business, trust me, you can see an increase in your sales, period. That's the simple math to this. And anything that I talk about on my fan page or about business and things like that, I always go about it the simple approach, because it's what's the simple things that's going to actually get you the more results. And I keep getting an error message, guys. So hopefully it doesn't click off, guys. Hopefully it doesn't click off. Okay. So that's what I've been doing. And then also by me, doing these posts, doing the videos and things like that you find on my page, I also been sending traffic to all those videos. So now I am expanding my audience. I'm expanding my reach, getting more exposure to my business. So that's why, more people have been reaching out to me. More people have been seeing my content and things like that. And they see that what I've been offering as far as my business and the value that I offer, they see it as some type of benefit inside of their business. So they end up becoming clients of mine. Okay. So that's how that works out. Hello to whoever who is watching. I see some people kind of coming in or whatever else the case may be. So something else that I was talking about, like a book I was talking about last week or the week before, is called The One Thing by Gary Keller. And inside of this book, he talks about how if you really focus on the main thing that's going to bring you the most results inside of your business, you'll win every time, pretty much. Okay. So for me, inside of my business, the main thing that I need to focus on that's going to help me to get 80% of the results inside of my business is marketing. So that's why, like I said, some people are on my email list. Some of you may have been on there and you may have unsubscribed because I have been sending out emails like crazy. Like I said, I've been really consistent in my daily posting and things like that as well. But again, it's all part of my marketing. It's all part of me being consistent every single day in order to get those results. And if you're just starting off, if you're just coming online for the first time, or you're just starting to build a business online, if you follow this strategy and you actually start just posting more consistent, being consistent with your value and things like that, it's going to start off a little bit slow, but that's just with anything. Anything new that you start to do, it's going to start off a little bit slow in the beginning, but the more you remain consistent, people will start building that relationship with you. They get used to seeing you every single day, providing value and things like that. You build that connection, and relationships equal sales. Okay, so that's the reason why you have to be consistent, and that's where most people fall off, is because they'll do something for about 7 days and then they'll fall off because they're not getting a large number of results within a short period of time. Those who stay in the game for the long term get the most results. That's the name of the game. You stay in the game the longest and you only focus on the 20% that's going to get you 80% of the results, you'll win every time, guys. You'll win every time. So, let me see what else. Like I said, y'all see my notes? I see my notes. Okay, so anyway, so that's what you want to do or whatever else. And then how I was able to generate that income. So with my marketing, a good majority of my marketing is through videos, recorded videos, live streams like this, also webinars. Okay, so I'll do that content, and what I would do is I'll keep repurposing this content. So like this right here, I'm doing this live stream, but trust, I will be, after this live stream is over, I will run traffic to this live stream so that more people can see this live stream and get more value and things like that. So with those three things, including like maybe like in like blog posts or whatever else, I just constantly repurpose that content over and over again. I take little excerpts of each of that content, and I can even spread it out over a course of a week. So I always have content every single day to share with people. And you might be watching this and you're like, okay, this seems way too easy. It is that easy. It is that easy. But the thing is, you just have to be consistent and do it every single day. So hold on a second, guys. See, am I missing any contents? Thank you, Ari. Yeah, tripping. Okay, so, all right, so in addition to doing that, okay, I already talked about, building those relationships. It was the same thing that I did when I first came online, and I wasn't a huge fan of Facebook when I started to build a business. I mostly use YouTube, and I was just uploading tons of content to YouTube, doing reviews of other products and things like that. That's what I was doing, and I had to put a link in the description. If you have any questions, just connect with me on Facebook. So I had a lot of people, even people still to this day, who find me on YouTube because of all my content, and then they connect with me over here on Facebook and things like that. So, like I said, if you go on YouTube and you find one video of me, trust me, you're going to find me in all the related video section. You're going to find some video of me over there with my little mug cheesing in the thumbnail. So I have so much content over there. Hey, Craig. Hey, Khaled. Yeah, consistency is the hardest part, and it's the crazy part because it's the simplest thing to do, but it's the hardest thing to do, and like I said, most people end up falling off and things like that. I share with you all, my experience and things like that. Consistency was one of the major issues that I had in the early part of me building any type of business, was that I was never consistent. And I'm tired of these error messages popping up. Okay, but I was never. You okay? Hey, crap happens. It's cool, Abner. But I'm glad you're here. But But yeah, I was never really consistent, and it wasn't until, like I said, in 2013, I came online and I started to be really more consistent in my marketing and things like that, and that's how I started to get results. So hopefully this app doesn't shut off, guys. Hopefully it doesn't. So I'm gonna go ahead and probably try to speed it up a little bit, just because I'm having some issues, but hopefully you guys are still getting the message. Anyway, okay, so with doing that, also you want to make sure that you keep your eyes and keep your focus on your big picture goals. So your big picture goals, I want you guys, if you haven't already, determine what your 1 year goal is, your 5 year goal, your 10 and 20 year goals are. And whenever you are doing that, it's going to help you, to once you stay focused on that part of it, the big picture goals and things like that, you will never really get bogged down on the day-to-day struggles. Okay. And what I mean by that, it's going to be a lot of ups and downs in this process. Some days you're going to make a lot of money. Some days it might hit zero. Some days you might make a few dollars. Some days you'll make a couple thousands of dollars. It's always going to be that struggle. It's going to be a roller coaster all the way there. But again, if you keep your eyes on the big picture, again, you won't get bogged down with the day-to-day struggles. And then also with the day-to-day struggles is just part of the process. Everything is going to happen for, like, the money you want, everything that you desire, everything is going to happen. But what you need to do is you must go through the process. You have to go through the process. Life is going through a process. If you want to make $1 million, it's a process that you have to go through in order to get that, okay? Being consistent is a pain in the ass. Yeah, it is. Sometimes, yes, it is. But that's what I was talking about with the book, The One Thing by Gary Keller. And this is something that I will be doing a review on, this book inside of Diamond Empire Academy. How, like, basically, once you focus on the main thing that's going to get you the bigger results, you're probably only going to be doing about, like, for me, it's about 5 things on my list that I must do every day. And I'm done within about 2 to 3 hours. That way, that's going to keep my business going, things like that. Anything else I do on top of that is just extra. But really, it's only about 4 to 5 things that I need to do every single day. And sometimes you almost get ready to flake off. But you know what? It's like that, after you do it for about a week, it's going to be that trigger. Like, you don't want to lose that momentum or anything like that. So your mind is just going to make you, do what you need to in order to make sure that you're doing what you need to. Hey, Arthur, what's going on? So, yeah. So make sure, like, if you haven't already, make sure you get that book. That is one of my favorite books. It's going to be up there with Think and Grow Rich, guys. It's called The One Thing by Gary Keller. And he is he is the owner of Keller Williams Realty. Make sure you get that book, guys. And like I said, I will be, doing a book review of that inside of Diamond Empire Academy. Like, yeah. And see, like, that one, Craig, that's hard for me to be consistent with. I do not like exercising. But, like, I do study a lot of success stories and things like that. And we all know that, a part of, being wealthy, you need to be healthy at the same time. So I'm definitely working on that. But that's the one that kicks me in the butt. Is the gym part. I don't like going to the gym. I don't like running. I don't like doing none of that stuff. Yeah, so let me see. But yeah, like, most of this or whatever else, like I said, like, the app, I think, is trying to shut down on me or whatever else, the Pages app for Facebook. But I do go into more detail about this inside of the 10K per month blueprint that I have inside of the Diamond Empire Academy. I'm actually recording that one right now because I wanted to make sure I get all the information inside of there that's going to help you to get to a 10K month, or if you already at 10K per month, how you can get an additional 10K per month. No extra money and never hurt anybody, okay? So I'm going to be sharing with that inside of the Diamond Empire training, and then also how to actually cash in with webinars. That's going to be December's masterclass. Today, this is still November, and right now the masterclass for November is e-commerce, ultimate e-commerce, and then, like I said, for next month it will be how to cash in with webinars. And that was a really big part of how I did over $18,000 in the course of 2 weekends, by me being consistent with my value every single day, and then sending out an email or putting a message out to, on my social media, or doing a Facebook ad, driving traffic to a webinar where I provided more value. I was able to get those results. Again, guys, 1 weekend in 3 days, I did over $10,000 in sales. And then a following weekend, I just did another webinar, got 2 sales in for over $7,000. Okay. And all that is, I didn't do anything spectacular. I didn't do anything crazy. I didn't hang up from a chandelier or some shit like that. I didn't do anything like that. All I did was being really consistent with my message, giving a lot of value and things like that. Anybody who is watching this webinar, anybody who's on this live stream, or whoever's going to watch it afterwards, you can do the same thing. It is so simple, guys. It's so simple. Just being consistent every single day and providing a lot of value. And if you feel like you don't have value to share, that just means you don't have enough people in your army. And what I mean by that, because I was watching a video ad from some guy. I don't even know what his name is, but sorry if it's getting choppy, guys. So let me see if it clears up. But I was watching a video ad by him. He got that error message again, and he was saying how his dad or his granddad was telling him that he needs to have a army of people behind him, meaning every time that he reads a book or something like that, he's putting another person inside of his army. Okay, some of you guys don't even have an army because you're not reading your books. You're not be real consistent with reading books. Even if you can read 10 pages a day, you're doing better than most. Let's see. What's easy to do is not, yeah, it's the truth, correct? Yeah, it's very true. So yeah, you definitely need to start building your army. So if you don't have any type of value, that's just because you're not reading every day. You're not learning every day. That's why I put that post on my wall this morning about how you always need to be learning. The more you learn, the more you make, and the more valuable you become to the marketplace. And I'm going to keep bringing up like people like Grant Cardone and Gary Vaynerchuk. Well, shoot, let's go and start with Grant Cardone. You know, a lot of people probably didn't even know who he was. I didn't even know who he was until last year around May. And all he does is put out content. He's not doing anything really crazy when it comes to social media. He just putting out a lot of content, giving a lot of value. And he's the guy, you know, if you want to get more sales, he's the guy you go see. Why? Because when you log onto your social media, he's always putting out there, hey, I'm the guy you need to see about sales. That's all he's doing. He's not doing anything different. That's all he's doing. And he's being well more than consistent with it. He's doing it multiple times per day and things like that. And there's people out here in the world who probably know way more about sales than Grant Cardone, but we don't know who they are because they're not on social media talking about it every single day. That will separate you from the rest. That's how you will make more money. It's you being consistent. And like if you follow Gary Vee, he's very consistent with his messaging. He gives a lot of content every single day or whatever the case may be. And then when he does ask for the sale, when he says, "Oh, hey, I have a book out," everybody go and buy the book because of the law of reciprocity. Okay, I feel like this person has given me so much free information. Now that he asks for a favor, I feel it's my duty to go purchase from this person because they have given me so much that's been really helpful inside of my business. He understands the law of reciprocity. Grant Cardone understands the law of reciprocity. I understand the law of reciprocity, and that's how I did over $18,000 in the course of 2 weekends. So basically 5 days. Okay. 1 hour content creation, 6 hours. Yeah, there you go. So definitely, yeah, when you definitely, like, if you're going to be creating content and like blog posts and things like that, don't spend too much time creating content. That's something else I learned from Gary Vaynerchuk. You know, you just want to document. You don't want to create. Cause a lot of people get caught up in the creation mode of it. And I'm that type of person. Like I'm a creative person or whatever. And I'll spend a lot of time on the creative part, but the actual distribution of it to make sure that it is getting in front of as many eyeballs as possible. That's where I used to fail on. That's where a lot of people fail on. Okay. So don't spend too much time creating the content. Make the content. If anything, if you don't have anything to really share, then document what you're doing for the day. Tell people like, well, hey, I got this going on. Just like how I was doing with Lindsay TV. And I was, documenting like the process of me getting ready to release Diamond Empire Academy. You can do something like that. And then make sure you're spending time running traffic to it. Make sure you're doing, other things like that. To make sure that that information is getting in front of the eyes of the people who need to see it, the eyes of the people who are going to purchase from you. Okay, so that's what you really want to focus on. So, Diamond Empire Academy, guys, it officially launched on Monday. I am doing a November special where you can get it for 50% off this month. And again, this month's masterclass is Ultimate E-commerce. You'll get access to that. Each month, a new masterclass is released. Next month, it will be how to cash in with webinars. And then also you have full access to a resource library that I have back there. And again, like I said, the training I have back there is going to be the 10K per month blueprint. I also just uploaded a training for those who are watching this who are in network marketing. The exact process that I did in order to build teams of over 100 people within 3 weeks with network marketing. That information is back there. How to make $5,000 a month with video marketing. What you need to do in your first 90 days online. I have so much damn training back there, guys. If you've been struggling with Facebook ads, more than likely it's going to be with your targeting. I have a targeting blitz webinar that I've been that's back there that's also helped people to make their first sales ever with e-commerce, and they've been struggling for months. They watched that training and they're starting to get their first sales within their first 24 to 48 hours, guys. It's a lot of damn information I have in there. Yay. And I will be adding more because I have a lot of knowledge up here, and I want to make sure that I give it to you all so you can have the success and get the results inside of your business. And whenever you get those results, I love seeing that because it makes me love what I do even more, and it pushes me even harder to make sure that I'm getting this content out to you guys, or whatever the case may be. So hopefully you found this live stream really, really helpful. I will be doing more live streams and videos and things like that over the next few days. Well, actually every day, because that's part of my daily marketing or whatever else. So make sure you stay tuned to that. Make sure you share this content with anybody you feel that needs to hear this and things like that. And again, guys, make sure you just keep it simple. Keep it simple. Be consistent in your marketing every single day, and it will get you those type of results. Even, hey, you may even get better results than that, okay? So until the next one, peace.